Hello, hello. Welcome to another WIP IT Sundays. And, wow, the background music is louder than it should be. I got no... Why are you...
Hank Solo's here. He says, sup.
Hello, hello.
And Sector 2813, evening, fellas.
And this guy's name Box of Cannons. I don't know who that is.
Some crazy guy.
Hello, everybody. I got... Yeah, so it looks like everybody's running a little late tonight, besides us. We got Jeffrey Torres in the house, doing pretty good. Ate too much Chinese food on the way home after taking my sister and her husband to the airport. Went on a little coma a little bit when I got home. So feeling good though.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, naps are good.
Full stomach, then a nap. You can't beat that when you get old.
Jeffrey Torres asks, how are you doing?
Yep. Oh,
doing all right. Hanging in there like you do. Let's see. What are you going to be working on tonight?
I am working on this cybernetic Hulk and get some more work done on Prime. I got the legs together and I repaint it or paint peeled the other day. Fix that. I can sculpt up the pinholes. Let's see. Jeffrey Torres, before I forget, just want to say your videos and lives motivate me to finish my customs. I'm 50% done with my custom Harley Quinn figure. Awesome, man. That's great. That's what one of the things I hope what I do is the what I put out is helpful, and I like to help everybody I can. Help the community. So many. I may mention before, like when I started out, nobody shared anything how to do anything. You might find an online tutorial here a bit, some screenshots, but you ask other customizers out, that used to be a thing. We'd be like very tight-lipped about how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know why. It's like there's enough of us out there. It's like if everybody customized, I don't think it would actually hurt to share now. Good evening.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Burrito. Let's see. I got heated up some blue stuff. So that's one. I got molded two of those Hulk heads. I was thinking about sculpting some cybernetic parts on for an alternate one, so I can kind of not go copy completely this, but something similar to the Marvel Select Cosmic Hulk head.
Yeah.
Add a little more flair to it from an alternate head.
Nice.
Question: how do you prep the pinless arms and like streak arms? There's two things you can do with that. What I usually do, I just flex them as far as I can, and I got these little sanding sticks, and I'll just sand them as much as I can in their most flex position. Normally that's good. I try to use a part that's actually close to the color I'm using, but you can't always do that. But let me see if I grab the part. So I can show you an example of what I'm doing. I'll go in and
hello.
Carefully and
What's happening, guys?
What's up?
Not much. I just go in and sand as much as I can. So I flex the arm all the way out. And I'll just slowly work the joint and sand that way. But the other way you can do it, if you want to do it extreme, you can heat these up and get the plastic soft, sharp blade, cut one side, and flex and pop these out and sand them. Then when you put them back together, you take a hairdryer, heat the plastic up, gets nice and soft. Put your drop of glue there, press it together, and just keep working. Just a small little drop. I would recommend like gel glue, where it don't run, and keep doing that until it sets.
Gel glue.
Yep.
Oh, you said jail glue for a second. I was like, what is jail glue?
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Stuff they use in prison to glue their buttholes shut. Sorry, was that too far?
I found a new line. I'm thinking going in and Savage Crucible. They figure to be 7-inch scale, and Wave 1 is still for pre-order on their own site. Pretty reasonable. I've heard a lot of people talk about the Savage Crucible stuff, and their creatures and stuff hides their articulation a lot, but their humanoid characters I'm not a real fan of. But the creatures, it works because they can hide the odd articulation. But other than that, that's if go for it. I don't know if I'm about going all in on it with a brand new line. I'd probably want to get one and just see how they are. That's just me.
I don't think I've seen anything other than renders of those.
A few people said that like the paint test shots, and they got to be real gingerly with them because they're just resin paint masters. So they can't really do too much with them. But yeah, the creatures look fine, but the humans look awful. They have like 10-pack abs. The articulation makes them look like they're wearing a muscle suit. They're kind of odd looking. The humans are. That's just for my eye. Yeah. Oh, I took the side pieces off and trimmed it down. That way, a little different look. I didn't want to take them off completely. I didn't want to leave them the stock because I kind of like a little bit of that, but
yeah,
angled them up, trimmed them down, then angled them back.
The whole concept of this wanting to make that into a Hulk, that was a cool idea, Matt.
Oh, it's not my idea. I saw somebody else do one, and I thought, I bet Jared can make one better.
I'm wondering how the Marvel Select the head that came with the mechanical parts. I'm wondering how that would go with that too as an alternate head.
Too big.
Yeah, I figured it would be, but
you'd have to shrink it down. It's like a. That's why before you popped on, I was telling Matt I actually cast 2 of these heads. I'm actually going to sculpt some mechanical bits on one of these heads.
Oh, sweet.
So I can. But what the original one too, like I saw pictures of too, they didn't extend the neck, so it's going to sit down low. So I resculpted the neck and gave it actual extended out, so you can nice look. I got so when he's looking around, you don't have this big gap underneath his head.
Uh-huh.
And when he looks up, looks down, there's no gaps.
That's sweet. Wesley Foster at GeekFusionTV. Glad to hear you. Wesley Foster is here. Side 9. What's up, fellas? Always enjoy the Sunday streams. And Jeffrey Torres, I have the metal sanding stick. Would they work?
Oh, yeah. I just picked it. Only reason I picked these up is I'm notoriously cheap on my supplies. So I buy these just like the emery board style at Hobby Lobby. You can buy them on multi-pack, but the metal files will last you a lot longer too. Let's see. I got them base coating the arms in black, so when I start dry brushing the silver on there, they'll really pop. I'm putting the big green on the main body. Let's see. Yep. Digging it. Okay. Where is my silver? Here it is. Let's go ahead and just do some dry brushing, some silver on these parts. Yeah, this one popped off pretty easily. I actually had to use that solvent on this one to get the pop loose. It's always random how much glue they put on a part. I'm glad these little chest pieces actually popped out really easy. Make painting the chest a lot easier, painting around it, painting these individually.
That's good. Yeah, I've never had that figure, so I didn't know what, I don't know how it's put together.
Mm-hmm. I helped out one of McFarlane's customs group. I think you're in it too. Somebody was asking how to swap these shoulder pieces out with another McFarlane figures. And everybody was telling them, like, wrong stuff. So it was like, we'll just cut down this pin here and extend it out. It's like, no. Heat this up. Cut along one side. Flex it back. Pop this one, the one you want out of the other one, and vice versa. Put it back. Same way like when I was talking about cutting the pinless joints. Put a little drop of glue in and just keep working it until it dries. He did that. He said it worked perfect. Do not ever, if you're trying to swap out ball joints off on a McFarlane figure, don't cut there. No, don't cut the ball joint off and try to glue it back to another one. That will never hold. All right.
Jeffrey says, I got it. Thanks for the help. Wanted to paint the body I'm using for Harley white. I'm using a Fortnite TNTina as base.
Oh, cool. That'd be a good Harley. The dry brush and silver is as little paint on the brush you want. Is basically what you.
Every time I dry brush gold or silver, it's always over black. It looks so good, or even gunmetal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy again today.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah. Yesterday I took my wife. Today I took my daughter. She wanted to go see it.
Well, it's good enough to see twice, though.
I gotta say, I loved it the first time. Second time, it was even better.
Seriously, eh?
Yeah, a lot of times when I go see a movie for the first time, I'm like over analyzing, especially if it's comic book related.
Yeah.
I'm probably not enjoying it as much as I could because I'm just like attention to every little thing instead of just enjoying the movie. So, yeah, it's a really good movie. And when I watched it, like the two issues I had with it, with High Evolutionary and Adam Warlock, upon second viewing, were less of a concern. They dropped some stuff in there that it clearly makes High Evolutionary seem like a bigger threat than I originally thought. And they at least go a little bit to explain why Adam Warlock is just dumb. So, no, I like it, man. I thought it was a really good movie, man.
Does it give you closure from the characters, like without spoilers?
Yep, it does. For all the characters, yeah. And still gives you opening for more stories for some of the characters and stuff, and obviously I don't think there's going to be any more Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but
no,
it definitely made it clear that these characters are not just going away.
I can't wait to watch it then.
Yeah, they ended it strong. It was a good ending to the trilogy.
Sweet.
Good deal. Yeah, I thought it was a bunch of malarkey too when they were talking about playing. Those people were lying about projections. The projections keep going down for Guardians. It is not. That movie's going to do great to theater.
Oh yeah.
Clickbait and a bunch of crap. Everybody wants to put out anymore.
Oh,
I haven't seen the. I saw the projection, or I saw the reports of what it made opening night, which was Thursday, and it beat the other two Guardians of the Galaxy movies by quite a bit for opening day. I haven't seen the weekend reports.
I think I saw something like over 260 or something like that.
Oh wow!
Worldwide, or
could also be DC fans that are still butthurt that their movies aren't doing very well. They're probably spreading rumors about the Marvel movies still.
Well, there's also a very strong movement of people who just will hate anything and talk crap about anything Chris Pratt is in because they don't like him.
Yeah.
Oh well. It also has to do with what's his name too, a gun, right?
Yeah. Well, they still like Gunn. It's the Snyder people that don't like Gunn. And which
I don't know. I would give him a chance. I mean, you know, like I'm not like I get it. Look, I liked a lot of the Snyder stuff too, not all of it. I liked I liked his general direction he was trying to go with his version of the DC universe.
Yeah.
That didn't get upheld in every movie, only the ones he had direct control over. And it was darker and different, and I thought, you know, it fit with what he was doing. I fucking love Man of Steel. So, and his version of Justice League, the 4-hour cuts, great. So I like just, you know, I mean, Zack Snyder's done a lot of good movies that I really like. So I actually like Zack Snyder, but
300
shit on, you know, oh, they're bringing in James Gunn. I guess I just have to shit on this guy now. It's like, well, no, give him a chance. Like objectively, it was obvious that the DC universe was not working well. Their movies real hit or miss. Some of them were just horrible.
They got the gun too much. They try to like do Avengers before really setting up all the characters.
Yeah. They should have left Zack Snyder alone. They should have let him just do his own thing, what he wanted to do, which was, you know, build up Man of Steel first, bring in other characters. He didn't want to do Batman v Superman at first. He wanted to do it Man of Steel 2. They should have left him alone, but they didn't. And, you know, it was a very hit or miss franchise. And I just don't understand why these fans.
In the middle of all that, his daughter commits suicide. And,
yeah.
Which is, if people struggle with that, definitely reach out for help. And they trashed him on a horrible time and he was going through grief.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why, if you like one thing or one particular way a thing was done, that just means you have to shit on everything else. I don't understand that thought process, you know? I don't get it. It's weird to me coming from seemingly also a lot of comic book fans, because all the comic book fans I grew up with loved Marvel, loved DC, loved Image, loved Dark Horse. You know, there was plenty of room for all the different stories and characters and all that stuff. So I don't understand this, like, you know, first there was the Marvel versus DC thing. It's like, well, I want both to be good. Like, I want to enjoy both of them. I don't got to pick a favorite. And now it's just breaking down to like Zack Snyder versus James Gunn. It's like, well, who cares? Like, if they're giving us good stuff, who cares?
What do you think, Matt?
Oh, one sec. Sorry.
That's a running joke between me and Dom.
Yeah.
That looks good, man.
Well, thank you. I was trying my hardest.
All that detail is alive when you do black and silver.
Yep.
That looks great, man.
Now I want to see the running joke. I missed it.
Just to, hey Dom, welcome. Whenever there's a lot going on and I can't talk to him, I always write him a little note.
Oh,
Hey, Commandant, what's that T-shirt say?
Family. Time's a lot.
Say again.
Uh-oh. He said,
Family, 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 family.
I don't have friends. I got family. I don't have friends. I got family.
did you fat finger that one?
Yeah, that was the sausage finger.
I am working with T Public and getting a discount code for the T Public store, and I asked them about can you do custom like phrasing for the code, and if can, you can guess what I want the phrase to be.
Are we gonna say it again or no?
I think it's chrome powder.
Oh, damn I could shit on that.
Hey, come on now. Some
Well,
college education degrees and stuff. It might be difficult to spell all that.
Well, I could put Chrome as the next one.
With my
But
dyslexia.
the first one, I'm gonna do like a 3-month code for 30% off on the store. If you put the family in as the code, if it goes through.
Family, 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 family.
Yo,
What's the back of this thing look like?
Do what now?
So what does the back of this thing look like? Nobody knows.
Oh,
Nobody ever sees it.
what do you call a guy with no nose and no
I don't.
body?
I'd have to pull it off the shelf to know what it looks like. I can't remember.
Oh man, so
So I just leave it like that.
Sure.
I get my pile of loot tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I bet nobody here can guess what's in it.
I bet there's
Skeletons.
skeletons. Maybe an iron.
And a scroll queen.
Me Iron Man.
No new Iron Man.
Well, why
They don't love me. They don't love me like that. They only love Josh J. Hernandez like that.
Comments. Jeffrey Torres says the recent movie I've seen was Reinfeld, the one with Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, the
Renfield.
Yeah.
I found that Tina's hand works well for my custom Leon head from Resident Evil 4. That's in the works.
Yeah, the Fortnite female figures, the hands work great for male Marvel Legends figures. They're cute.
Victor says, from what I saw from Peacemaker, I can't wait to see what Gunn does. Of course, Peacemaker being a TV show, it was, like it was a show rather than a movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that, when you have more time, like with a show rather than an actual big screen movie, you can do the things that you don't have to squeeze into like a 2-hour to 3-hour slot. You know what I mean?
My only issue with Gunn, like his DC stuff, I'm a huge DC fan, and it's clear he knows nothing about the characters.
Yeah.
They're not even close to the comic book versions of the characters.
Well, he was in charge for the last Shazam movie?
No.
No, right? Okay.
Yeah. He was in charge of tanking this last Shazam movie because he made that announcement right before it came out, and so nobody went to see Shazam. But basically, that movie means nothing to the new DCU. Make that announcement after the movie comes out.
Yeah. Victor says, with all the Big Bad Toy Store sales, he hopes the store is doing well.
Oh yeah, they just got to clear it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they get huge amounts of they're the biggest online toy store out there, so I'm sure they get covered up with stuff that just don't sell. They got to clearance it out.
I still think they're doing well, though.
Yeah. If they can't make it, there ain't no hope for anybody.
Yeah. Jeffrey says, since I got my ultimate cat with puff at her head, it can work for Maul. Just need to mod it. Yeah.
I'm gonna close down and come back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Cool. Name Without says James Gunn knows nothing about Marvel Comics either.
Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy, as good as the movies are, they have nothing to do with the comics other than the characters' names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't complaining about the sales because I got a lot of good stuff on clearance. I just don't want the store to go under like the other ones. I don't think they will.
I don't. I think that Big Bad's pretty safe.
Yeah. Welcome back.
So
Good morning.
Good morning. More exciting news on my front.
What's that?
I found out this rewards program on credit cards that you can it's basically if you use credit card, they give you free stuff. Well, anyway, I used the free stuff and I got Ice Cream Man, a 400 issue Sunday special. I've been wanting to read the Ice Cream Man book. And I also got Something is Killing the Children.
Oh, I heard a lot about that.
Omnibus 1.
Yeah.
So I got both of those for free.
Oh, for everybody in the chat, did anybody go to Free Comic Book Day over the weekend? Anybody here?
I was a little bit busy this weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't go get free comic books.
I had family visiting.
Family.
You keep using the word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Family, 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 family.
And Thursday is my sister's birthday, and her husband are going to Florida for vacation. So I took them to the airport today.
My mother-in-law's birthday dinner was today, and that's the reason I'm late. Birthday dinner.
The mother-in-law.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Jeffrey Torres said he missed it. Comic Book Day. Hank Solo was not aware of it. And Name Without said, I went to 2 spots.
The first Saturday on every May, a lot of comic book shops will do like they call Free Comic Book Day.
Uh-huh.
And you can, depending on which way the stores are set up too, you either get like a 1 or 2 books, a couple books for free, or some of them let you get like 1 of each, depending on how busy the stores are. But when you do for Comic Book Day, I do suggest at least buy something off the rack, because those guys got to pay for those free books. They're free for you,
exactly.
but the stores got to pay for those books.
Yeah. It's always good to support. You know what I mean? Like if they're willing to do that for people, it's always good to support the store. Or if you see a figure, buy a figure or something, you know?
Yeah, the comic book companies don't send those books for free to the shops.
Yeah.
They make the shops buy them.
These guys are almost like they have to do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a tradition type thing.
Oh yeah.
Jeffrey's asking, is Free Comic Book Day every Friday, or is it just once a year? Or does it depend?
It's once a year.
Yeah.
It's the first of May, first Saturday in May every year.
Don, your screen's frozen.
Or he's really good at sitting still.
What are you, a Drax?
I can't see him. Where's he at? I would say he's completely frozen. I bet he can hear us.
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
My screen is timing out. It's black, going black.
Huh.
And I assume when that happens, it's the reason the camera's pausing.
That's weird.
It doesn't usually do that. This is the reason I closed everything down and opened it back up. I'm gonna restart my phone. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a light on there, is it? It's just a disc.
Oh.
Not that it matters, because you know.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny. Like the reference picture he pulled up was like, "Hey, that's the one I made."
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Oh, dude, that looks gorgeous.
Okay. Now I just need something to size it to.
Yep. Dude, I'll mail you that back, and I'll do like a return slip or something with it for you, and or wherever.
I think I got. Let me check this out. That is the Cosmic Ghost Rider. There's one for $20 that has everything but the ball.
That's perfect.
So I'm just gonna buy it, and then I'll make my own Lobo motorcycle too.
Perfect.
And then you don't have to send that stuff and pay the shipping.
And you tell me what shipping is, I'll send that.
It was $7 for shipping.
Cool.
It was only $12.99, but the shipping was $7. So
yeah, I walked away for a minute, so I don't know if I missed anything, but I wanted to show you something, Jared.
Okay.
I just want to show. I didn't know if you had seen this or not.
I freaking hate you.
I'm gonna see what he hates for.
Hang on.
I didn't see it. I missed it.
See?
Well, let's see how it looks.
I got the Lego one too.
And what makes it worse, Matt ordered after I did on Amazon, and they didn't cancel his. Mine. That's mean.
You got real rubber wheels too. There you go. Just thought I couldn't remember if I showed that to you yesterday or not.
You did.
Let's see.
Jared, do you have a comment, buddy?
Sorry.
Oh,
Where are we at on these chat things?
There's my sister. And we got family in the house.
I don't have friends. I got family.
What happened, everybody? Did you kick him out? Might
No.
wait. Oh, I see. My YouTube's way behind.
What?
Trying to read comments and stuff.
But man, I hope I can find one of those Batmobiles.
I told you.
Oh, yeah. I want you to have to give up one. I know you bought one for a reason, and extra one for a reason. But it's just a bunch of crap. They canceled my pre-order.
I don't know why they didn't why they canceled it, because why they didn't do what they did with me, which was just be like, hey, it's going to be late. Are you okay with us sending you one later? And I went like, yes.
I just said, screw you, we're canceling your order.
All right, so that looks good. All right.
Oh yeah, that looks gorgeous, dude.
All I can do on it then until I get the thing. But I ordered it.
Nice.
Save.
Hey, Matt, did you repaint the canopy on that?
No, I just got it on Friday. I haven't done anything with it but take it out of the box.
Canopies?
Sector 2813 was asking. What is it? Oh, Sector. He also says he ordered his ramen racer. Oh, racers.
Nice.
And they're over 1,400 units sold.
Dude, that's awesome. People are getting the last crunch in right now so they get the deal in. So I checked it last night when it was on Match Channel. It was like 13 something other. So they had quite a several units sold between then and now.
Ooh, Jeffrey says I got Batmobile from Spin Master. It was from Batman vs Superman, but it's a generic look, not from the movie. He got it for $5.
Bro,
Dude, that's nice.
what
Oh.
deal was it?
Let's see. What scale is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not the Batmobile, but I did get this. It's sitting on my dresser at the upstairs. I got the Mach 5.
That looks crazy looking, man.
I got that from somebody was selling that on eBay. They didn't know what it was.
Works. Okay. That looks cool.
Oh,
It's
wow.
from that movie from several years back, on 2007.
Yeah. Wow. Jeffrey says the Batmobile he got was for 12-inch scale figures, but it works for Marvel Legends scale figures.
Cool. That's what a lot of people doing with the Spin Master Batwing. They're like redoing the interior of it, where it's meant for a 12-inch Batman figure, but they're putting a seat in it and making it work for 6-inch or 7-inch scale Batman figures.
I saw that at Target yesterday.
Oh, really?
Close to picking it up, and I was like, I don't have room for this.
That's why I didn't originally get the DC Direct one years ago from the animated series. I got the Batmobile, and it's beautiful. And I pondered on that for a long time about getting the Batwing, but I only have like a little over 7 feet ceilings down my downstairs area here where my collection room's at. And I really couldn't even think of a way to put that anything. What McFarlane actually did with his $250 one, at least, he knew about the fans hitting your mic real bad, Hulk Smash. There it is. McFarlane is doing like wall mounts for his Batwing, where you can actually hang it on like the wall like a bat signal.
Oh, that's a good idea. Jeffrey says the problem is the Batmobile I got doesn't have a back seat, so I need to figure out what to do to use for a back seat. Well, if you got enough room because of the scale, you'll probably be able to figure something out. Maybe get something 3D printed.
You could modify it because it's just got empty space behind the seat.
The Spin Master one?
Oh, the Spin Master one? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, the one he picked
okay,
up.
never mind.
because it's got so much room. I figure, you know what, you can probably get something 3D printed that'll fit in there.
Or old school to get you some sheets of styrene and build you some seats.
There you go. Double D&E. Evening, everyone. How's everyone's weekend? How you doing?
It was a good weekend for me. I got to see my sister. I haven't seen her in a while. She started a new job. She's a traveling nurse now. So she's went from working in nursing homes to doing traveling to the patients now.
So this vacation she took is pretty much very needed.
Yes. Which
That's hard work, man.
I got tickled her for taking a job where she's got to drive places. Like I aggravated her to death because she has no sense of direction. Get lost. That's how I got used to get before GPS. That's how I got on like a lot of extra family vacation trips because I was through GPS. I'm like the anomaly in the family. I actually have a sense of direction. No way else.
I mean, there are these things called road atlases.
No. When you're sense of, my family's like their sense of direction, that don't work either.
Oh, they can buy a compass.
No. It's a gut feeling.
They get a sextant.
They go on a gut feeling and get lost. No. My brother, my sisters, my dad was like that. I'd always plan out the trips for everybody.
Yeah, Jeffrey says he was thinking of sheets of styrene and maybe a thick cardboard.
Mm-hmm. I guess like he said, thick cardboard or foam board. You do a lot with foam board.
What is he trying to do? Make seats?
Yeah.
Make back seats for his Batmobile.
But then they had to come up and make a GPS, and now I don't get on many trips anymore. Well, I'm glad I took them to the airport today. Glad we left when we did. On the way back home, we got caught up a little bit, slowed down on it with between here and the city where the airport's at. There's wrecks on the interstate all the time.
Oh, jeez.
And it starts slowing down. We got to the exit, and once we got to the exit, we were good to like. Then on the way back home, the traffic went for probably about 30 miles back up.
Wow. So I'm guessing that's the Brampton part of Virginia?
Pretty much.
Oh, look at this. Jeffrey says, "Oh my God, I have foam poster board and it's in front of me."
Oh yeah, that's how I make how I make a lot of my risers for my shelves too. I take foam board and hot glue.
That's why. Yeah, that's why sometimes just talking about it like we're doing now, you don't even realize the thing is right in front of you.
Mm-hmm. And if you got black foam core too, black foam board with black core, that'll work great for a Batmobile.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of water too in my old Fix-It, where my hardener was starting to dry out a little bit, and that fixed it. It fixed to fix it. If I fixed to fix it with some water. Oh, you already done modeling some seats.
Yeah, might as well. I need some anyway.
I don't know what's happened to Don's connection.
I don't know. Well, rebooted his phone and phone not come back up. Oh, I'm giving up and trying using textured paint. I bought the same stuff that Steve used, and it still didn't texture.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And you got. I remember the first time it didn't work. You got something else and it still didn't work.
Yep.
That's weird.
I give up. I'll just not do texture on the body.
You want me to ask him?
I got the exact same thing. I asked him, and I got ordered exactly what he used.
I'm just wondering if he did something to it to make it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It could be just the weather right now too, or it's damp.
Yeah,
I don't know.
humidity messes up stuff a lot.
So I'm just giving up on it. It's good. I don't need it. We're getting your fan again.
Are you?
Yep.
'Tis the season, my friend.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear my fan quite a lot.
It's hot.
Let's see.
Oh, and we got a customizer showcase scheduled for the 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be sitting down with Customs by Matthew.
Looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, we're getting back on those again. I miss doing those. We got a pattern. As soon as the New Year hit, I got hit with the COVID. Then I got strep throat. Then they just one thing after the other. And it's like I want to get back doing those because I enjoy that a lot. That's a whole point of like what we all want to do. We want to help showcase the entire community. And Matthew's awesome. He helps people too. He gives tips. Very friendly guy. And phenomenal like sculptor too.
Yeah, his work is
And
great.
customizer. Yeah.
Such a what's the word I'm looking? Such an inspiration when you see his work.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, if somebody ever reaches out to him and asks his advice on trying to learn like the way he does things, he's just as friendly as this channel.
Yep.
Jeffrey says, I have leftover from making double-sided posters using poster boards. I saw a tutorial on YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah. Double D customizing some vehicles sounds nice. Been thinking about doing some custom vehicles myself. Yeah, that's getting to the bigger scale.
I wouldn't doubt we'll see somebody make a canopy for that Batmobile.
Yeah.
Because I saw somebody customizing one of his, and he actually cut the canopy and tilted it down like it should. Left the back of it high and tilted the front down. Matched the 89 Batmobile profile better. And Batman still fits because the back of it's still high.
Like we were talking about too, about the Matt. You thinking of are you leaving it as is, or you thinking of painting it flat black?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen some people do it. Looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to mess with it or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to leave it as is, but
So I could have done left one as is and matte coated one, but so I had two of them on order, but they canceled both. Kept on because the Batman Returns, it was glossy. The first Batman movie, it was matte. Not matte, but matte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I didn't even realize. Hey, Matt, you gonna do yours, Matt?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it looks good, but I see what you're saying. I don't know. It's almost like should I just leave? It's thinking about resale. I don't know. A lot of people think about resale value. If you mess with it, is it going to be as much if you tried to sell it, or is it going to be more because you made it look better? You know what I mean?
It all depends on a lot of people don't want to do it themselves, and they'll pay extra to have somebody else do it for them too.
Yeah.
Or you get a hold of those people that trying to take advantage, like the popularity of customizing too. They'll do a head swap and want to charge $100 for it. It's a custom.
I see those all the time on eBay.
It's like,
and it'll be like two figures that even together aren't worth as much as they're selling this kit bash thing for.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the hell?
Like, how can you justify like trying to ask that for that? It's like, and it's just at most of them it's just a head swap, and they're wanting $100 for it or better.
Yeah. I need some GI Joe advice.
Okay.
Or knowledge here. I picked up barbecue, right?
The blue one.
The blue one, because it was at GameStop and I had points, so I got him for like $5.
Oh, sweet.
And he's part of the. I guess he's blue because he's part of the Mad Marauders.
Yeah.
Now I thought I knew all about GI Joe. I don't know who the hell the Mad Marauders is and why.
They didn't pay the rights for Sergeant Slaughter enough to get. It's supposed to be Sarge's Marauders.
Okay, that I know. So I was like, who the hell is Mad Marauder and why is barbecue blue? I mean, it's still cool.
Sarge's Marauders. He was blue. Barbecue was blue in that line.
Okay, I remember that, but I was like, I've never heard of the Mad Marauders.
No.
So that's why I was curious. Because I was like, I had points. So I was like, well, I need to use them. So what do they have? And they had some stuff. It was either this or they had the 2 new stormtroopers from the Jedi Survivor game or whatever. You know, they had they had those guys, and I was like, well, I don't have barbecue yet, but so I picked him up. But I was just like, I don't know what the hell is the Mad Marauder. I thought it was like an old line that I didn't remember or something.
They just been tight, didn't want to pay beyond the one Sarge figure.
Okay. That was, yeah.
Which they must not want to do. That's part of the reason why he's a, what do they call it? A fan channel exclusive for Sarge. One of the most popular G.I. Joe characters ever, and wasn't a mass retail figure.
Yeah. I will say, though, I hate these windowless packages, but at least on the G.I. Joe stuff, they put some cool art on the front, unlike the Marvel Legends crap.
Yeah, all they got on the Marvel Legends one is just a bad renders.
Yeah.
That don't usually match what's in the box.
Yeah. At least this looks cool. You know? Still hate it, but at least it looks cool.
I hope they actually re-release some of those with windowed boxes.
Yeah. Well,
what was you going to say, Hulk Smash?
I was going to mention something else, but now I'm going to add to yours. With Sergeant Slaughter, I mean, a lot of people are so pissed. Like you yourself said, you wanted to get one signed by him if it had a plastic window. But I mean, if they are going to release another one, it's going to end up being a retro, which is still cool to get him to sign, right? Like future, if you ever go to a show with him. But no, I was going to ask. You saw those stormtroopers from the video game. Did you see? What's the main character? Cal Kestis. Did you see his figure there too?
No, that wasn't there. I already got him though.
Oh, he's out. Okay, yeah, I'm behind.
Yeah, I had pre-ordered him, and he's cool. So I got him already. So he came in about a week ago, I guess. I had pre-ordered him on Amazon, maybe? I don't remember. Yeah, Amazon. It was Amazon.
Okay.
So I got him.
The first one.
Yeah, I just wanted a Cal Kestis. I didn't really care. But the first one is they're so expensive on the aftermarket that I was just like, okay, fine, I'll just pre-order this one and wait. So because that first one's selling for $50 at least.
Is he younger in the first one?
The what?
It's supposed to be a younger character in the first one, right? Or is it the same thing?
Because I don't have both of them. It looks the head sculpt's a little different, but mostly the difference just looked like they had a different upper. Like his outfit was different on top. But I don't have the first one, so I don't know for sure. So, but I mean, this is a good figure. I like this one.
Yeah.
So I think they did a good job on this one. But I haven't played the game. I've only played the first game. So it's kind of why I wanted that one, because I played the first game. But whatever. I mean, it's. But yeah, no, they didn't have him at GameStop. They had the Stormtroopers. Who did they have? It was the two Stormtroopers. You got one with the rocket launcher, and then the other Stormtrooper that I forget what his deal is. And then they had the Scout Trooper. They had him. So they had three troopers, and I think that was all they had from. No, they also had the what are those robots? The K2SO type robots.
Oh, yeah.
They had those. I think that was it. I think it was those four they had from that line. And I was going to get one of those. The one I was probably going to get was the Stormtrooper with the rocket launcher because he looked the coolest. But then I saw they had barbecue. So I was like, well, I don't know. I haven't picked up a Joe figure for a while. So I was like, well, I'll pick that up.
That's a good mold. I got the original barbecue, and it's just it's a good figure.
So, but yeah, they had a bunch of them actually. So if I ever wanted to go back, I don't know when they got them in. It's like the first time that GameStop's gotten any new shit in, and I don't know how long.
Oh well, we was talking about earlier, Sector 2813. We was talking about painting the Batmobiles. Like that's me. I guess that's what it's talking about. I'll be looking for a customizer to repaint my Batmobile matte black once McFarlane ships my bundle. And
Jeffrey was saying, I remember asking someone about how they kit bashed ML parts with McFarlane, and they didn't tell me, but they didn't mind telling to someone else. You know what? We've talked about this many times. I've actually done that. I've kit bashed was it Build-A-Figure Odin arms to go onto a McFarlane figure. It's not easy. You have to destroy the joints. Like, I mean, I did something crazy. Like, I didn't even know if it was going to work, but it ended up working. Looks weird, but it worked. But yeah, like if people don't want to share their information, we kind of frown upon that here. Like, we're an open book. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I guess I just don't understand why people wouldn't want to share that information. You know what I mean? Like, do you think, well, if I don't tell you, you'll have to have me do it? No.
If you don't
have you do it. If you won't even talk to me, then I'm not going to. You think I'm going to pay you money?
Less likely to have me get you do anything if you don't want to be nice.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like they think you're taking the food off their plate. You know what I mean? Like, the intention is I want to try to do it myself anyways. I don't want to make money off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a security thing. Like,
or
they're not real sure about what they're doing, and they don't want to tell you what they're doing because what if you know more than they do, and you're like,
you make it look better.
What the hell did you do it that way for? If you do it this way, it's easier.
I think it's more.
It's not like if I go and I show people that I made a cool Conan figure out of a Masterverse figure that somebody's going to make a figure 10 times better than that. Like, right after I show that to them, it's not like that would ever happen, right, Jared?
No.
It's not. I mean, that would never happen.
No, I don't. That would never happen. I don't know what that.
Yeah, I don't know. Just a random example popped into my head.
Is there some beef there?
It just timed out like I did a Conan customer after Matt.
Jeffrey has the same idea I did. He's using Sergeant Slaughter for a custom Rambo figure. I actually think the Valorverse, the Sergeant Slaughter would work better for a Rambo. He's a little bit smaller. But wow, can you imagine using classified? That would be a beefed up.
If you're doing a 70 scale Rambo, Sarge would be great. Yeah. But if you're doing a 6-inch scale Rambo, I could see you doing a bit larger in life because, like my Mr. T custom, I debate about that too with using the roadblock because Mr. T is not a tall dude.
Oh no,
He's
he's tight.
he's under 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he's about the same size, a little bit taller than Stallone, but they're not 6 foot guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the Valorverse one for Rambo. Hey, Solo, I had a guy get all twisted on eBay for asking a question.
Yeah, some of them do.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. So when you think about it, we laugh at that, but man, we're surprised at how often it happens.
Yeah, if you're going to buy something from
I
somebody,
want-
you want to know what it is that you're getting.
When they get upset for legitimate questions, it's you just walk away. If you want to know how it's going, basically you're asking questions. Basically, want to know how it's going to hold up.
Yeah.
Crappily.
Jeffrey said, according to the customizer, he said I was gonna mess it up, and he'd be like, "Face palm, really, dude?" That's why he didn't want to share how he did it. Oh, he's talking about the McFarlane and Marvel Legend parts.
Well, if you mess it up, what does he care?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Nah, it's bull. He just doesn't want to. He just want to give the information. It's not like it's his money that's being wasted, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're just going to mess it up. You just need to pay me to do it for you. Okay, sure, dude. Oh, that tracks. That's a good point. I'm all about. I am a firm believer in the teach a man to fish. Even.
Exactly.
So my screen keeps timing out is the reason I keep leaving.
Ah. That's weird. It's never done that before.
Yeah. First time.
Oh, and this is the 52nd episode of WIP IT Sundays.
Oh.
So I know we passed a year at the beginning of April, but because I got sick, we didn't have a few episodes. I mean, but we got a year's worth of episodes in, kind of an anniversary.
Felix Martinez says, "What's
Well, let me go get a beer.
There you go.
Yeah, I need a drink."
Celebrate good times, so yeah.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Don't want to go beyond that.
Yeah, you know what, Jeffrey? You're gonna have toxic people out there. Don't even bother. Find out off of other people who are willing to give the information up.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of great.
Yeah,
The customizing community has changed a lot since we started. There's a lot of people who will share with you now.
Yeah, me and Jared, we have stories to tell you about people that are so toxic when it comes to this stuff. It's like you couldn't even ask a question without getting attacked on other forums. This is before the Facebook and all these groups now.
Well, you still got still at it, like especially like on the Facebook groups. So somebody asks like simple questions, and they like give smart aleck responses. And it's like, just help somebody. If somebody's genuinely wanting advice, don't be a smart aleck.
You know, the only advice I could offer to people, like, honestly, I wouldn't go into a group, like, make it a group post. I wouldn't just openly post on the page for everybody to see if you're looking for advice or you're asking for help. You know why? Because that invites the trolls to come and attack you. What you should do is you should get to know the customizers personally. Like, if you see people that are posting on there that you really admire their work and they seem to be like great guys, the thing is, get to know them, add them as a friend, and then you can ask them personally. You can send them a private message rather than make it a public thing. Because once you make it public, you're inviting the negativity. You know what I mean? I would just do that. If I can offer that advice, get to know the people personally. Like, I mean, you know what I mean by personally. One-on-one conversations with them, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to share, their knowledge with
where
you.
they live, what their kids' names are, what their pets are.
Yeah, that way, if they're jerks, you can hunt them down.
What their favorite food is.
Well, that's one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and do the Discord server for Collector Express, so we can all go there and talk and ask other rest of the community questions.
Yeah.
And I believe I got it in the description below us, below the video. As for the Discord.
This was kind of like a little bit delayed. I should have done this, but I haven't been on as much lately. Is it okay if we plug the Canadian place there, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can put a link for anybody who, or I can even put it in the comments. But anyways, for anybody who may happen to be from Canada that's listening, there's, I know a lot of people are on the fence about spending money and having to pay for shipping with the ramen racer. There's a place in Toronto, actually it's in Mississauga, which is just west of Toronto, like literally a few minute drive. They are actually selling the ramen racer there, and it's called Titan Toys. Toys with a Z at the end rather than S. So www.titantoys.com. They sell a lot of the stuff, a lot of the imported figures there. I reached out to the guy. He's a really nice guy. He actually told me that if you happen to be close by and you don't want to pay for shipping, you can actually go pick up the racer once it's available. So yeah, look it up. Reach out to the guys. Tell them that the guys from Collector Express sent you, and they seem like really good guys to deal with. So
I hate this chair.
What now?
Said I hate this chair.
Looks like an office chair.
That's why I hate it. It looks like an office chair. Let's start again.
Celebratory.
Ah, there you go.
He's got a moose on the on the bottom.
I've never had a moose head lager, but I'm friends with a guy that's in Canada.
Is that imported from Canada?
Yeah, Canadian lager.
Isn't Canadian beer stronger than the American beer?
No, because the strength of the beer is determined by where you buy it from.
so you guys get the weak stuff.
No, if you buy it at a liquor store, it's more potent than if you buy it at a grocery store.
Yeah, if you buy it at the grocery store, you're not going to get full strength.
You need a 3-2 beer or something.
Remember the scene in what's it called, Big Daddy, that Adam Sandler movie, when they're in the courtroom? The guy's talking about how he got drunk, and then he goes, "Oh, we were up in Canada watching the Blue Jay game. It was the World Series." He goes, "We had some Canadian beer. That stuff's like moonshine."
Until you have moonshine, and then it's like water.
Yeah, I've had moonshine too. So
Every
It
beer,
smells like Heineken.
every beer is water compared to moonshine.
yeah, I think whiskey's like water compared to moonshine.
Well, Uncle Jesse used to run it in his car, so
I think you could fly a plane with that stuff. Hank Solo, I have found a mech suit that fits 112 scale Joe's pretty much straight out of the box. Is it is that the one from Avatar? Jeffrey says, "Well, I don't talk to that customizer anymore. At least the other ones I asked for help are really helpful." Yeah, man, that's those are the people you gotta surround yourself with.
People like me that'll email you all my patterns. Because, hey, not everybody gonna be able to do this.
No.
I don't have my brain is not wired to sew. I can sculpt, paint, mold, do digital art.
It's all technique. I firmly believe that everybody can do it, but there's a steep learning curve.
I tell people that too when I draw stuff, and nobody ever believes me.
If you can get in on the base level and learn the basics, moving forward, everything else just builds on those things. Et cetera, et cetera. If Catman can do it, you can too.
Jeffrey says the only thing he can do that are cloth related are capes and ninja outfits.
Well, you already got your foot in the door.
Exactly, and not a lot of people can even do that. So,
Closer than you think.
We got a new member on the Discord server.
Is it Commandant?
Zoom.
Like Professor?
I just said Zoom.
He's using a yellow color. Keys it at the cops. They're coming at you with wind chimes.
One of the questions I feel bad about right always, so somebody asked me about skin tones. I was like, I'm still struggling to find skin tones I like. I'm still using my testers. I keep trying other people's flesh tone colors. None of them are the nicest testers. I'm going to have to break down and start using other ones.
Man, is that all you guys have to drink? Sorry.
I want to eventually get Mr. Hobby has this aqua skin tones. So they're like They're acrylics, water based.
Mhm.
I want to try those, but they were last time the store I was looking at, they were sold out. So
Zoom is Felix Martinez. He says that's me. He likes Zoom from the CW Flash. Yeah, he's a cool character.
Cool. Welcome.
Got it.
Sector 2813 says I'm struggling getting Harker's custom cape on my Batman. This stuff is damn near impossible for me. All thumbs.
Well, he got them out to you quick, didn't he? So, now Harker's he's at Corey's. What he said, he's visiting Corey this week.
The only thing I've gotten from him is he gave me an entire custom, an entire figure.
But, I should have a package from Harker tomorrow.
What did you say? I should have a package tomorrow as well.
Oh,
And that way I'll be finishing up Power Girl and One Punch Man when that arrives.
we have Gas Gotti in the comments. The best Canadian beer is ironically a Belgian style triple ale. It's brewed in Chambly, Quebec, and it's called La Fin du Monde, the end of the world. 9% ABV, and it's almost perfect. And he asks, "Are you guys in Canada? I'm a new sub.
Some of us are. Some of them are. We're all over the place.
I'm Canadian. Hulk Smash. I'm from Toronto. Well, Toronto area.
I'm a poor farm boy from Mississippi.
Yeah, we got people all around. We got Texas in the house. Virginia. Where are you from? Cannons?
I presently live in Pennsylvania, though.
And we
Not too awful far from Mr. Reich there.
And some of us are deep in the heart of Texas.
Yep. And even though Hulk Smash is from Canada, we don't hold that against him.
Yep. I'm what holds this chat together. I'm the voice of reason.
Of all the things I'm holding against him, Canadian ain't one of them.
They can't hold anything against the Canadians. They gave us Letterkenny. I mean, come on. One
Oh,
of the greatest shows of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And all your movies are filmed in Canada, so what do you want?
It's true. It's true.
Oh, Georgia and Canada.
Georgia, yeah. Well, all the good sci-fi stuff is filmed in Canada.
The that dude from Letterkenny, I kind of like to see him do like a superhero character.
Oh, yeah. If he was shorter, he'd make a great Wolverine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. And I was going to say, you guys stop.
Heck, we had Hugh Jackman who's 6'3". Where else? Let's get Letterkenny like be Wolverine. Hell yeah.
I love that show. I'm just disappointed we didn't get a new season this Christmas.
Yeah, he's doing another show where he's playing that Jonesy.
Yeah, I've seen the Shoresy show.
Yeah, Shoresy, that's it, Shoresy.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for the new season of Letterkenny, man. Come on.
Those need to hit another coat of gold, and those are good to go. I'll be right back.
Have you all seen the Retro Storm Shadow? I thought about using it for a custom Strider Hiryu.
Oh, yeah.
I want to wait if Jada will make them.
I haven't seen. Is there any difference between it and the one we already got?
Just the hands, I think. The package one has the hand wraps and gloves that looks a little bit bigger. I think the retro one only has wristbands, right?
Yeah, the new one's closer to the animation look.
Yeah.
The cartoon look. And I will be right back, guys.
All right.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
He's such a prima donna.
Do we just have to be quiet while he's gone?
No, it's our show now. We can do whatever we want to do.
Don't make me mute you.
Hookers, strippers.
What else we got? Let me handle some of these comments. You guys can help me with them. Harker stuff is fire. Sells out so fast. Someone posted a video on how to make your own skin tones, but I feel that wastes more paint than having it pre-made already. I've made my own because, well, it's not really making my own skin tone. What I've done was, if I have regular skin tone, I have like different shades. If I wanted to make it more like for like a tanned look, or I remember one time I did a custom of a Samoan looking guy, so I needed darker skin tone. So I just used my regular skin tone and mixed in some brown, like, till I got different levels of it. But yeah, skin tone is hard, man. I have my Model Master skin tones. Need to make sure they're not dried. Gas Gotti says, wait.
You feel great.
I don't know, I can't highlight on the thing for some reason. He says, that's awesome. I'm from Rhode Island, USA. Smallest state in the Union. I love Canada, by the way. Thank you, sir. We are a lovable bunch up here.
Now I do have these Vallejo skin tone kit.
Dad's back.
I've only used them one time with my Sergeant Slaughter custom, so I can't really say how great they are. I'd have to experiment with them a little bit more. But you've got a lot of different skin tones to mix and match. So,
yeah, I think that's a double D&E was asking. He was asking if you make your own skin tones. So
with the Model Masters, they have a warm tint, a light tint, and I actually do a custom mix. I use warm tint, light tint, and a little bit of yellow, and custom mix, and sometimes add a little leather brown to it just to get the tone I want. But I'm running out of. I'm eventually going to run out of that stuff, so I'm dreading the day when I do.
yeah.
So I got this. This is a custom mix I made, and I love how this shade looks.
Perfect for prime, right?
Well, anybody. Here's Saitama. I use it for him. I use it for basically all my customs. Well,
yeah, that's a great tone.
I'll do with the base coat and the warm tint, then I'll dry brush this over top. If we got some nice shading, you can't really see where the lights are kind of blowing it out, but
yeah,
a good D minor, huh?
I dig it. And plus, it's very easy to use. Straight out of the box. I didn't have to add any thinners to it, or anything. Just straight out of the bottle after I mixed it together.
Oh wow! Gas Daddy says what you guys do is freaking dope, man. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm getting ready to do some flesh tone dry brushing right now on the shoulders for. Let me put on a coat on those.
Okay, this I did not hear. Jeffrey Torres says, did you all hear that Jim Carrey is going to play Madcap for Deadpool 3? Oh, man, 2 crazy Canadians playing in the same movie.
I thought he retired, though.
Yeah, I thought he did, too.
He made a big announcement.
Kind of like how...
Man, the problem with something like that is, like, as much as it may fit, it's going to turn into, like, a Riddler situation where he becomes the center focus of the movie.
Is it kind of like how I retired in 2009, but yet here I am still working?
I hear what you're saying, Matt, but you know what, though? Ryan Reynolds is a strong force himself, so...
Yeah.
Hank Solo.
No.
You can
Hearing
offer,
dissent.
They must have offered him some big money to.
oh yeah.
He just announced retirement, and he's going to be doing a movie. So
Well, you know
Well, I mean,
what?
if he
It could be
just
like-
announced retirement, maybe it's already filming. And hell, he pulled Jackman out of retirement from Wolverine to be in his movie. Shit.
yeah.
Like, I'd buy it if he's like only in the movie a little bit. Like the whole madcap thing is just like, I don't know, one particular part of the movie and not like he's the main bad guy for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him needing Wolverine and Deadpool to take down Madcap.
No.
No.
No, there's been all kinds of crazy rumors coming out about this movie. Like all kinds of stuff that like this is going to be an actual big multiverse movie that's going to help usher in the X-Men into the MCU. That's how they're going to use this. And that it ties directly into the end of the last movie, which is where he was traveling through time, changing things.
What
I don't know if any of that's true, but that's what I've heard.
You know what though? Don't be surprised. Like, I mean, this was before the whole MCU thing too. So, I think adding that part into the end of the last movie was brilliant because it's almost like he was telling Marvel, "Hey, this is the way you guys let me in." You know?
Yeah.
And not only him, like you said, it's a way to usher in so much. Hank Solo says you can make almost the exact same Storm Shadow using the articulated icons ninja, dude, arm set, yeah, with the bare arms. A lot of people use that they were using that for Storm Shadow.
Yeah. The only thing about the articulated icons, they're true 1/12 scale, which is
Yeah.
I always found that to be weird since how much Robo likes Marvel Legends scale stuff. Then they made their own figure line, a true 1/12 scale, which is small.
Yeah.
Ooh, this glue smells great.
Guess Scotty says skin tones must be a bitch. One of the many reasons I'm watching you guys instead of trying myself.
Oh, you'll dig this Hulk smash. During the last stream, I fixed the articulation on. I notched out the back here and on forward, so now he can look up now. He's got more range of movement. Plus, he can actually crunch forward now and back.
Did you do the notches in the torso and the neck?
Yep.
Let me see how far you went.
Before you basically had nothing forward. Now you can crunch.
Yeah.
Let me change my zoom on my Logitech here. I'm zoomed in. There. Back. There we go. Before you didn't have any crunch forward. Now I can. Let's see. It's like that. I can crunch forward a little bit more and back.
Yeah. Any little bit helps.
Yep. Forward and back. Forward and back.
Yeah, that looks good.
Man, I popped this torso off. A lot of mold defects inside that upper torso.
Really?
Yep. There's like voids inside of it. I could actually see the pin move on one of these shoulders.
That's weird. Can I see how much you notched off on the neck? You can pop that up.
Oh yeah. I just notched out the back and a little bit on the front. That way you can look forward and back better. You see it?
That's sweet.
I popped the ball joint completely out so I can notch inside there too. Get that lip down. Cut the lip down. That way it can lean all the way to the back. Before, all I could do is look straight ahead. Now I can get the lean back. And I did pre-order the Ramen Toys heads for this monstrosity.
Let's see it.
This will replace the head. This head.
Yeah.
That is a horrible head.
Who is that? That's awful.
It reminds me of an actor
It looks like a Botoxed 80-year-old.
There was an actor in the '90s. I don't know his name, but he used to pop up a lot of stuff. If you see him, you would recognize him.
I think I know.
It reminds me of him.
Don Johnson.
But I don't know what it is with Mattel, but they cannot sculpt a He-Man head to save their lives anymore. And it's their flagship character.
Is that what you said, Don Johnson?
Yeah. He was fucking everything in the 80s, boy. I don't know why.
Well, this was like a B-list, like a C-list actor type thing. But you used to see him in a lot of TV shows and movies.
Double D&E says I had to mix my own from 3 primary colors. He's talking about skin tone. I had before nabbing the Model Master skin tones. Probably have to practice more. Jeff says, I'm sorry.
It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah. Jim Carrey did say he's going to retire unless he's given a script that interests him.
Oh, okay, cool.
Does that just mean that he's between jobs? Is that really retiring?
No, I think what that means is he's old and he's feeling his age. Because he's not a young man.
I don't like the idea of just flipping it.
And not everybody can be Tom Cruise, you know.
Not everybody wants to be Tom.
Oh, before I get these comments here, Sector 2813 is asking if the actor is Mark Singer that you're talking about.
Mark Singer.
Mark Singer looks like He-Man. He's the guy from Beastmaster and V.
Oh, yeah, that's not him. That's not the one I'm thinking about. And as soon as you said Beastmaster, I knew exactly who you're talking about. It's not him.
He would have made a great live-action He-Man.
Yeah, he would have. They probably would have had a bigger budget to use on the movie if they had him too.
Yeah,
I'm sure a good chunk of that budget went to Dolph.
yeah, they could have actually shot on Eternia instead of Bumfuck, Ohio, or wherever the hell they were shooting that movie.
Me in Georgia.
I got the first version of the Ramen He-Man. Looks straightforward pose. Looking straightforward pose. Hank Solo says Benny Hill.
Yeah.
It's not about making a strider or guy from
Oh yeah, that'd definitely be a good one. Who's eating candy?
Who's grinding out them fucking things? Jesus, my family trying to sleep.
They were in New Jersey for that He-Man movie.
Oh, is that where it's supposed to be? New Jersey?
That didn't look like New Jersey.
I don't know, just some rando town.
Well, that's a common thing in Hollywood. They'll shoot some random location and caught somewhere else. Grab the tech piece off this side on the overkill figure, and I'm gonna put it on this side.
Oh, nice.
Flipping it upside down actually looks a lot nicer. Move it back. I'm going to sculpt more tech details on its head.
Dude, you're like doing way more than I thought you would.
I like to have fun. I like to have fun when I'm making a custom. This is free. You gave me free reign, so I get to do what I want. So.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted you to have fun with it.
Oh, let me turn the drill off. Sorry. This is projects I like. Are fun. It's like just you give me the concept, and I'm going from there.
Family, 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 family.
Let's see.
Oh, I got another question for the chat. Somebody can help me with it because I know we were talking about it last night, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know if this is a new figure or an old figure?
Oh yeah.
Because I had never seen this before until it went up for pre-order on Walmart. And I thought it was a new figure, right? Because I'm like, oh, it just went up for pre-order. I ordered it a couple months ago, saw it, and I was like, that's cool, you know, Death in the Family, Joker, or whatever. And then I get the thing, and on the back, the wave that it, you know, is supposedly a part of is like, you know, this wave. This is an old wave with Lobo and all that, and Lex Luthor and all that. Like, this is an old wave. So is this a new figure or is this an old figure? Because I had never seen this one before. I don't know.
I don't remember.
If it's an old figure, why did it go up for pre-order at Walmart? They don't usually do pre-orders on older figures. Usually. I mean, I'm still glad I got it. I'm just curious because I hadn't seen this one before. If it is an old figure.
So Mattel did one with that face, so
yeah,
the smaller scale figures. But I don't remember McFarlane did one.
I didn't either. I thought it was a new figure when I pre-ordered it, but then I look at the back and I'm like, oh, is it part of this older wave? Because I've seen all these figures in this wave. You know, it's the Swamp Thing, Lobo, all that stuff. I remember when this wave came out like a year and a half ago or whenever. I don't remember this figure being part of that wave. So, I mean, it's a cool figure. I'm glad I got it. But
some of the guys in the chat are saying it's an older figure.
Yeah. Oh, and also, Jared, I wanted to show you this real quick.
I hate you.
Just thought I'd show you one more time, just in case you didn't get a good look at it. So, I just thought I'd share that with you. So.
Oh, is that more? Oh, look at the comment.
Oh, got family in the chat. Crack Cow Mafia, howdy.
I don't have friends. I got family.
He just watched the Guardians 3.
Oh, nice.
What do you think of it? All right, that's looking.
I've heard it's the best Guardians movie. However, there's strong depictions of animal violence.
I'm digging that.
I was a little disappointed in the depiction of Adam Warlock, but they did kind of explain it. They depict there's a line in the show. They're like, well, you removed him from his cocoon early. He's basically a child. And I was like, all right, fine, I guess.
Wasn't he supposed to be kind of a narcissist anyway?
I mean, it's not that. It's that he's depicted as dumb. And Adam Warlock is not dumb. You know, he is a narcissist. He's kind of an asshole, but he's not dumb. And he's never been dumb. And he's clearly just stupid. And like I said, they drop a line in the movie that like, oh, he got pulled out of his cocoon.
Are we spoilers? We're doing spoilers.
It's not really a spoiler. I mean, he's dumb. What can I say? The character's dumb. You know.
They gave him poor treatment, huh?
We wouldn't dare do spoilers.
I mean, it's not like we talked about when Rocket died or anything. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't say that or anything.
I'm going to bed.
Nephew says it's the best third movie of the MCU, like for a trilogy, and he says don't spoil it for the people.
I loved the movie. I've seen it twice now. Absolutely loved it. I wouldn't say it's the best third movie because I think Ragnarok is still the best third movie in the MCU.
Well, anything that's got Hulk in it's got it. Except for
I would say after that it is the best third movie because we haven't gotten a lot of we got what Quantumania, Civil War, Ragnarok, this Iron Man 3, and what's the other one? Oh, the Avengers had a third movie in Infinity War.
Well, No Way Home Spider-Man.
And No Way Home Spider-Man.
And that's my favorite Spider-Man. I actually didn't care for either one of the other two.
Then you're right. If we're counting, I forgot about Spider-Man. Then I would have to say Guardians is the third best third movie. Because I think Ragnarok and Spider-Man are both better than those. Not by a lot. I mean, it's a great movie. But when you're talking about a franchise that's had a lot of great movies.
Krakow says he agrees with Ragnarok. Yeah, he agrees with you.
Although I will defend Iron Man 3. I know a lot of people hate that movie. I love that movie.
You know what it is, though, about Iron Man 3? A lot of people were I guess they were more upset because there's barely any Iron Man in the movie, really.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I really do. But for me, because first of all, Sean Black directed that movie. He helped write it and direct it. And I like Sean Black, and I like his kind of old school 80s action movie sensibility.
Yeah.
And I like that he added a lot of that flavor to the movie. Because I grew up on 80s action movies like Die Hard and Lethal Weapon and all that stuff, just like everybody else did. You know, where for some reason the movie's always set at Christmas. You know, that's a big 80s action movie theme. Yeah. You know, and like there was just so much of that in the movie.
They were set that way because that's when
I honestly liked seeing Tony Stark have to figure crap out without having all the technology. I think Tony Stark's a great character, you know, and I really liked that movie. I don't like it as much as the first Iron Man, obviously, but I think it's far better than the second one. So I really like Iron Man 3, man. I'm a fan of that movie. It does get a lot of shit though.
Sector 2813 says I like Civil War better than Ragnarok. Their fight is top shelf.
I think Civil War's a great movie, but it's not even the best Captain America movie. In fact, I argue it's the worst Captain America movie. Not that it's a bad movie, but I think Winter Soldier is by far the best. And I think First Avenger is number 2. And I think I think Civil War is the third best one. I still maintain that the Captain America trilogy is the greatest trilogy of all time because all three movies are fantastic. Like, and I will argue that with anybody. I think it's better. I think it is a more solid trilogy than even like Star Wars. And people will get pissed off about that. I know Star Wars is a classic, and I love Star Wars, but I maintain that the Captain America trilogy is the best trilogy of movies we've ever had.
You know, drugs are bad, right?
I mean, they did do The Godfather.
Yeah, look at Godfather 3. That's not a good trilogy.
Yeah.
I'll go so far as to say that The Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie they've ever made.
I maintain, well, for me, it is the second best. It was my favorite for a very long time until Endgame came out. And then Endgame basically filled all my childhood comic book geek needs in one movie. And I had to rate that as number one.
I mean,
But after that, Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie, period.
The only thing that upsets me about Endgame was that wasn't the Hulk I wanted to see in there.
I know, yeah.
But you know, somebody did make sense to me. Somebody said if it was a rampaging Hulk, it would have made it far less interesting only because of how many people the Hulk would have taken out. You know what I mean? But
all right. All right. What movie is the best Hulk movie?
What movie is
as
the
far
best
as a
Hulk?
representation of Hulk?
Yeah, like any movie that the Hulk has been in.
Ragnarok.
It doesn't have to be Hulk specific, just any movie that showed the Hulk in it. Which one is it?
Ed Norton Hulk movie.
Ed Norton Hulk movie. I also like him in Avengers.
I think he the best he was ever in an actual Avengers movie was Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call it.
I love that scene too. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah. I that was one of those movies that when I first saw it, I thought it was a huge step down from the first Avengers movie. And as I've watched it more and more over the years, I've come to appreciate it quite a bit to the point that I like Age of Ultron a lot. Like, it has grown on me quite a bit. There's a lot of really good scenes in that movie. And the Ultron story is lacking a bit, and I think that's kind of where my issue is, you know, they present Ultron as a one and done villain for one movie, and I've always, you know, Ultron to me has always been as big a villain as Thanos or Doom or you know.
He's always been.
So I wished, I hope
they tried to correct that with the What If series, but
they did, and they still can. I mean, to be honest, Ultron can still be out there. He could still be he could be backed up in a computer system somewhere and come back. So it's not like they can't bring him back.
Yeah.
But
they won't.
Yeah, no, I was just saying I've gone back and watched that.
That was like my disappointment too with WandaVision when they woke up the White Vision.
Yeah.
How cool it would have heard Ultron's voice come out of it when it woke up.
Mm-hmm. Although we're getting that Vision series, so I hope they really showcase the character. So I'm hopeful. Because I actually really liked WandaVision. I know a lot of people didn't. But I think for me, growing up on a lot of, you know, 50s and 60s sitcoms like I Love Lucy and Bewitched and stuff, like I loved the beginning of that series. It was all just a stupid, you know, old school sitcom. And a lot of people that I know hated that. Like, they hated the whole sitcom aspect to that show. And I was like, man, I'm digging this. But I liked it. I'm hopeful for this video.
When you watch it in a whole, you understand too. It was basically a psychosis mental breakdown of Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask each one of you guys individually. Crack Cow's asking the question that many people have argued over the years. I'm gonna ask you first, Jared. Die Hard Christmas movie, yes or no?
Yes.
Box of Cannons.
Yeah.
Yep. Matt,
100%. It's a Christmas movie.
Don,
Absolutely not.
no.
What?
It's a Bruce Willis movie.
You got 4 yeses, and Don doesn't matter at this point.
Right.
It
Have
takes
another beer,
place at
Don.
Christmas at a Christmas party. There's Christmas music, not just like music you hear at a party, but like the soundtrack actually has Christmas music in it throughout.
Man, I bet this guy's gonna tell me that tomatoes are fruit.
Doesn't it kind of follow the same arc as Home Alone a little bit?
Yeah, it's as much of a Christmas movie as Home Alone
Yeah.
is.
Like
And what about Lethal Weapon?
guy
Lethal Weapon
kind of
too.
estranged
Lethal
from his
Weapon is a
family
Christmas movie.
shows up. Then some bad guys show up.
Yeah,
And he's got to get rid of the bad guys, and then he's reunited with his family.
yeah. And then you get a happy Christmas in the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
100% a Christmas movie.
Is not.
You think about it, they compared the two movies. They're saying basically Bruce Willis is a grown-up Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
You know,
Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie either.
it's just a Christmas movie where Bruce Willis saves Christmas for everybody.
yeah.
What's a Christmas movie?
Okay.
It's a movie that happens on or around Christmas.
Inaccurate. That's not a Christmas movie.
And has a message of hope.
Well, you're warming up.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I got a gun now, motherfucker.
Their presents.
Civil War was one
So
of the best.
Krampus is a Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not saying we don't have standards. I'm just saying they're like.
I didn't say it was a family-friendly Christmas movie.
Well, that one wasn't one of the criteria. Just
It is
ask.
criteria for a Christmas movie. Christmas movie should be family friendly.
Well,
It's
They
about
should
him trying
endorse
to save his
hope.
family. He's trying to save his family, his wife.
Hey, I
The-
watched it when I was like,
Faith,
really little.
Christmas cheer.
Plenty of Christmas cheer in that. There's even
They should
people
be
dressed as Santa
wholesome.
Claus. Very
Yeah, at
wholesome.
the end, there's Christmas music playing. Even in Lethal Weapon, remember when he went into the house and he got called back and he called the dog in, and all he hears Christmas. It closed off with Christmas music playing. So yeah,
Very
Game
true.
Without is Die Hard is as much as a Christmas movie as Lethal Weapon. Agreed.
Well, that's because Lethal Weapon isn't a Christmas movie.
shut
So
your
I'll
mouth.
agree with you there. It is just as much of a Christmas movie as Lethal Weapon. Look, Lethal Weapon is a Mel Gibson movie, and Die Hard is a Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah.
And you know who said that? Do you know who claimed that Die Hard is a Bruce Willis movie, not a Christmas movie?
Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
No shit. He's got dementia. That's why he said that shit.
It was before he had dementia.
And we don't know how long he's had dementia. Come on. Have you seen the movies he's made in the last 20 years? He's had dementia for a while.
Last movie I saw that he made, well, I think it was Red 2.
Section 2813 says Geek Fusion. I was new to Darth Jar Jar until you talked about it. I wish it would have went that way.
Yeah, I was surprised. That's because that's a theory that I guess a lot of people hadn't heard of. Because I've talked about it several times, and every time I do, people are like, "What? I never heard that." And like, there's interviews with what's the guy's name? The guy that played Jar Jar, who was just in that episode of Mandalorian. I'm blanking on his name. He's done interviews where he's talked about it, where he had talked to George Lucas, and that was the original plan for Jar Jar. Jar Jar was going to be Plagueis. Those were the original plans. He went into that role thinking he was going to be like the ultimate Sith Lord. You know
what I heard too, and I remember seeing footage about it. There's a lot of people thought that he was a Force character, which basically like if you're gonna say Jedi powers, you're obviously gonna mean Sith as well. There's parts where they're getting attacked. I forget if they were on Padme's planet. You remember There's parts where they're getting shot at, and he does a Jedi leap.
Yeah.
And people don't catch it because it's so quick. And just the movement alone, he's basically doing stuff that a Jedi would do. So I know it's not far-fetched from what you're saying, because after I saw this, my eyes opened. I was like, holy shit, this guy is...
the whole first movie was written and filmed from the perspective that Jar Jar was going to be Darth Plagueis. He was Darth Plagueis. That's why he's on the same planet that Palpatine's from. He's the one that found and trained Palpatine. It was going to get found out that that's why he was an outcast from the Gungans.
Yeah,
was because he was a bad guy. That's why they didn't like him. Like it was all set up in the first movie. He was supposed to be Darth Plagueis. But people hated his character so much that George Lucas backed off from it, which was the wrong thing to do, because had there been a payoff to his character, everybody in retrospect would have gone back and watched that movie and been like, holy shit, now I see it.
Okay,
and he would be a fan-loved character to this day.
You know what? You just gave me a wicked idea. If I can track down a cheap Jar Jar, I'm gonna make a Sith Lord out of him.
Yeah.
No, well, actually, I think I got one in a Black Series Jar Jar in my convention box for the sale. Nobody bought it. Hell, I might make one.
Thinking about
Jar Jar figures are usually fairly cheap because nobody wants them.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go back and watch that movie from the perspective of knowing that movie was written, that Jar Jar was going to be revealed as Darth Plagueis, everything Jar Jar does in that movie makes so much sense.
Oh, there's another thing I saw too. Along with the jumping, the way he was leaping around like a Jedi, there was a part where it looks like he's dodging being shot, and he does a movement with his hands. And then a lot of people don't realize it. I got to go back and see it, but I remember seeing this. I can't remember exactly which part it was, or when he does something like it looks like he's dodging a bullet or a shot. He does something with his hands, and you see a stormtrooper go flying.
Yeah.
So they're saying
it's all in
was
that first movie, man.
Yeah.
It's all there.
We got Crack Cow says Ed Norton movie was fire. Yes, definitely. Ghost Rider is a lot better in my opinion. It's an underrated movie.
I love the first Ghost Rider movie. The second one is a pile of crap, but the first one is great.
All right, guys, I got to call it a night.
Oh, what are you working on?
Well, I was working on that seat, and then I forgot that I had saved my because I was working on the seats for the mech, and I forgot that I had saved that file as seat, and then I just overwrote that whole mech that I articulated.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm done,
dude. No.
Yep. So, yeah, that was upsetting.
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't hear some colorful language come from you.
The mic was muted.
I have monumental restraint.
Well, in your profession, I imagine you would have to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Before I ruin anything else.
I couldn't imagine, because you had a massive amount of work done on that.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I got it backed up someplace. But not right now. Right now, I'm going to bed. You guys have a good rest of your night.
Have a good night.
Good night, man.
Later, man.
Good night.
Cheers.
So, Crack Cow also says, I Love Lucy. It's good.
Oh,
I grew up on I Love Lucy. It was,
she was awesome.
to this day, one of my favorite sitcoms ever.
well, if it wasn't for Lucille Ball, we would never have Star Trek.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Santa Claus was in Die Hard.
Yep. Santa Claus, presents, Christmas party, Christmas tree, the spirit of hope. Somebody's saving Christmas. Come on, it's all there.
Krakow says Krampus is historically older than Santa Claus. True.
So, who are you guys trying to convince, me or yourselves?
I watched it. You guys ever watch James May's series? He did the Man in Japan. Then he did the Man in Italy. Well, it's the last one.
Our Man in Japan. I didn't watch any of those series, no. But I know what you're talking about.
There's a Krampus festival in Italy, in some part of Italy, where people dress up as Krampus and put a play on.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw another place. I think it's Denmark, where they just basically there's like a Krampus parade, and they'll snatch like young women in the crowd and throw them over their shoulder and carry them away, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's a weird thing. I think it was Denmark. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
but yeah,
Krampus is a weird thing. He's based off of Pi, which is like kind of like a fertility guy, but he's also like a bad children guy.
yeah.
Kind of like that phrase, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out.
The story is scary and hilarious at the same time when it shouldn't be. Bruce puts Santa's hat on a dead bad guy, and says, "Oh,
yeah." He says he writes it on his shirt. He says, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho."
Yeah.
Come on, what's more Christmas than that? Christmas machine guns?
Miracle on 34th Street.
I see, but that didn't have any machine guns in it. So I mean,
which makes it a more Christmas movie.
Depends on who's judging here.
Well, you had
history, reality.
The Christmas Story has a Red Rider in it.
Look, I'll concede that the Christmas movie is a Christmas movie.
And a what?
Okay, what about the what's it called? The one with Chevy Chase. Was that a Christmas movie?
Christmas Vacation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, man, that absolutely is. Come on.
Yeah, well, just because it's got the word Christmas, it doesn't mean the other ones aren't.
What about the Christmas sleighs? The slasher.
Santa Sleigh with Goldberg?
Yeah.
Okay, what about Black Christmas?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of Christmas lore in that movie. They're like, no, that's all wrong.
Hey, you don't think
what actually happened was the demon come up, but there's a lot of Christmas stuff in that movie.
And you don't think Krampus is a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think Krampus is a Christmas movie.
Okay, because Double D also said, yeah, I thought it was a Christmas movie because he only comes out at Christmas.
And Krampus didn't even have Santa Claus in it. How can that one be a Christmas movie but not Die Hard?
Right?
Santa Claus isn't necessary for a Christmas movie.
Well, then Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
No. Inaccurate.
All right. So here's a question. Is Trading Places a Christmas movie?
I would say yes.
Okay, then if Trading Places is a Christmas movie, there's far more Christmas in Die Hard.
Yeah.
No.
And Whipping.
No. There's far more Christmas memorabilia and cosmetics and stuff that you would buy. Yes. But Christmas spirit is more alive in Trading Places.
It sounds like somebody don't have Christmas spirit. I'm thinking that Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, well, you got to think about something. The guy wants to be with his family at Christmas.
Yeah,
So
he traveled across.
a bunch of bad guys.
He traveled the other side of the country to be with his family for Christmas.
Oh, we both said it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And keep trying.
Family. family, family.
Sorry, extra long one because we both said it.
Keep trying to shove that square peg in the round hole. Only the round hole will go in the square peg,
Actually, everything goes into the square hole.
That's right. But you're trying to shove the square peg into the round hole.
Well, it fits. You just need a bigger hammer.
Well, if you have to have a hammer, it's not fitting, is it?
That's a matter of perspective.
Felix says, honestly.
Wait a minute, I thought this was a customizing chat. You can make a square peg fit in a round hole if you customize it properly.
Good point.
We can make any peg fit in any hole if we really wanted to.
There you go.
With a Dremel, there's a way.
Fucking giggity. God. Pump the brakes, Turbo. Boy, I tell you, I put any kind of peg in the hole.
I love that video. Like, you know where this one goes? That's right. It goes into the square hole.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she was having a breakdown. Poor thing.
Yeah,
I feel bad for that woman.
She did such a great job reacting to that thing. you really felt like she was having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, she really felt like she was struggling with that.
All right, gentlemen, I hate to do it, but I got to go. I got to wake up for work early in the morning.
Yep. I'm starting to build up the robotic side of the head.
That looks awesome.
I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I mean, I do have to wake up with my son on the bus, but
even though you keep rubbing in, you get a Batmobile in. I'm doing all this extra stuff.
I'm gonna go before I go to bed and just play with my Batmobile a little bit.
Hang on. I got something on behalf of Jared right now. Okay, give me a second.
What have I ever done to make you treat me so disrespectfully?
Hold on.
Oh, here it comes.
There we go. And see, he fits in there nicely. Yeah. See, there it is. See, look. It's
well, I mean, even if he doesn't, it was like $20, so you can easily make him fit, right? Any peg into any hole.
Yeah, there we go. So, Batmobile says goodnight.
That thing is gorgeous.
I will see y'all next time.
Take care, Matt.
Have a good one, my friend.
All right, we'll see y'all.
See ya.
Let's get some of these comments. Honestly, Darth Jar Jar would have been so good.
Oh, yeah.
Nephew says, I don't know about that. Darth Jar Jar a little goofy. It could work if I'm guessing if the story was written right.
I would assume that his tone would change since he's revealed to be an evil person.
Oh yeah, big time. I think
once he's not having to play that role anymore, I imagine he would get into his Plagueis mode.
Yeah, well, you got to think about
just like the Chancellor did, when he was revealed as the Emperor.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
He went from being all really nice and prim and proper to just like, and you could see him transitioning. You remember the "Do It" scene?
Well, plus it makes sense too. Having Jar Jar being Plagueis too, because Sidious went behind Plagueis' back and trained Maul as a full-on Sith Lord, and because the Sith are supposed to be the rule of two, he was only supposed to be trained as an assassin, not in the full ways of the Force.
Yeah. Well, technically, Dooku was really powerful, like for an apprentice.
Yeah. Well, he was a Jedi Master to begin with, too, though.
Yeah, but what I mean is like he had full on like electricity force power. Like I mean, guys like Darth Maul and even Darth Vader never had that.
Vader couldn't because he lost so much of his body.
Yeah.
If he didn't lose all his limbs, he could have done lightning.
But then they made Rey. Rey was able to do it.
Well, she is a Palpatine.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that I agree there, but also it doesn't mean that she was in her young Jedi career was she that much of a master that she mastered that.
Yeah.
You know, I get trying to overplay it, but
well, they could have worked in like they could have worked in some maybe some genetic memories in like from the tried to explain why she could do so much she could do. And it's like where she's a offspring of a clone, and maybe some of the genetic know-how memories became transferred into her to be able to use the force powers more. It'll make more sense.
What's your favorite disgusting sandwich?
Disgusting sandwich? I don't have a favorite disgusting sandwich. I don't eat disgusting sandwiches.
BLT, baby.
But that's not disgusting, though.
It is a disgusting sandwich. It's all bacon.
Gift gas poison?
How is bacon disgusting?
It's all fat and salt.
You're still not telling me what's disgusting about it.
Fat and salt.
You keep saying the word bacon over and over. I'm not understanding what you're saying. How's that bad?
Oh, darn. Stop being silly.
Just because we like it doesn't mean it's good.
Well, most of the stuff that's good is not healthy for you, so.
All the stuff that's good isn't healthy for you. Hell, if you drink too much water, it'll kill you.
Yeah, true.
I can.
You guys think Silent Night, Deadly Night is a Christmas movie?
Never watched it.
No.
Round holes.
There's no Christmas message in those movies.
It changed the view. I'm off camera. It goes when it's just three of us. It's loses widescreen format.
So you're sculpting with green stuff. Double D's asking. You're using green stuff for that, right?
Yep.
I got a request. I was referred by a guy that I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I got a commission request from a guy, and he's like, "Oh, this guy, he said that I should come to you and talk to you." And I mean, I've like chit chatted with the guy back and forth, and I've put a couple of his stuff in my stories, but we don't have like a relationship. We're like aware of each other, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Grateful. Don't get me wrong. Always grateful.
Sector 2815, Yoda put on a stupid front when Luke met him. Yeah, I never got that. I guess because the original 3 movies came out, that's how we know Yoda. But then when you see him in the prequel movies, I kind of like his character better in those movies compared to the originals. The original movies made him look like he was just really dorky.
Well, he probably use that as an act to hide from the hide all those years. When people, sure Luke's probably not the first one he encountered after the fall of the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
I like that he got sick and tired of all of Luke's questions, so he just fucking died.
Just laid down and died.
He's like, fuck this.
Well, it would have been hard for Yoda to hide if they were looking for him and they found him. I don't think, unless he played stupid like that around around the, but you know what I mean. It's pretty obvious who he was.
Well,
It's not like there was a lot of his kind around, right?
Yeah, we still don't even know what his kind is. There's only 3 that I'm aware of.
yeah. Yaddle.
Right? And she did.
And Grogu.
Didn't Dooku kill that bitch?
Yeah.
Well, her origin, her death has changed, been retconned a couple times.
Well, I just started watching the Clone Wars, trying to get caught up on like the animated ones because of a Bad Batch. I watched Bad Batch, and I said everybody praises the animated Star Wars series, so I said I'll start in order. I'll watch Clone Wars, then I'll watch Rebels, and go from there. But Sector 2813, right? Yoda was acting goofy, similar to Jar Jar, like an inverse version of the 456. Yeah.
The I don't know. I don't think the Clone Wars really gets good till like season 3.
Yeah, it didn't start out strong.
But then again, it's not like I can sit here and be like, "Hey, don't just skip to season 3," because it doesn't work that way.
It's not like Star Trek Picard. Star Trek Picard skipped season 3 and don't watch the other 2.
Yeah, I know that. Like, it's not. So far I'm still on season 1 of Clone Wars. I know it's starting a week, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. Like later, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, and season 7 is some of the best Star Wars you'll ever watch.
I heard, yeah.
It's like tragically great.
They make sense why 2 and 3 felt disjointed. Dooku plot came out of left field in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, the animated series really makes the prequels work more.
Yeah.
Dooku was just there to breed Anakin into Darth Vader.
Well, even the cell animated Clone Wars show actually adds a lot to the story. Before they actually came out with the CG animated one,
yeah,
they had those little, basically like little movies in between the episodes. They explain why Grievous wheezed. He fought Windu. Windu crushed his ribcage. That's why he was wheezing in the movies. That's why some.
Well, they're saying Windu's one of the most talented when it comes to lightsaber dueling.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He was the gold standard for lightsaber battles.
Well, they're saying that's why he basically defeated Palpatine there, right?
Yep.
I think Palpatine threw that fight.
Well, I wouldn't say that
he threw that fight to get Anakin on his side.
Yeah, well,
there's still debates about that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying though, because in order to, but he still wasn't 100% sure on Anakin, right? Like, I mean, how did you know Anakin was actually going to stop?
That's the thing with manipulation. You don't ever know for 100% certainty, but you feel pretty sure.
He was willing to play the game, right?
Yeah, he's willing to play. He's willing to throw the fight. Be put at his mercy just to see if he could turn Anakin. And unfortunately, fortunately, it worked.
Well, what makes me laugh about that scene, though, is that Anakin's trying to tell Mace that it's not the Jedi way, but yet he just decapitated Dooku a little while before that, right? Like,
yeah. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Who's got the best lightsaber hilt?
Yeah, that's cool.
And why is it a Sarge of interest?
What, Dooku?
No, who has the best lightsaber hilt?
Oh.
Well, doesn't Ahsoka have one that's similar, that's slightly tilted, the bigger one?
No, hers are both straight. All three versions, I think.
Oh, Dooku's are angled too.
Yeah, Dooku's are curved. His is more rapier-like.
I could have sworn
And
the first Ahsoka came out with one that was slightly angled.
Kylo Ren's was like a claymore, you know?
One of my was it the characters that I made up. I made a Sith Lord. Just my own idea. I made his lightsaber is like a really big hilt. I'll send you a picture next time, Doug. I use the Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure. You know that sword with the flame effect?
Yeah.
I basically cut off the flame and I used that big hilt, and I made him like an oversized saber.
So I changed my screen time out to 10 minutes, but it still times out.
They do like a system update recently or something, or?
No. I mean, not in the time since the last time we were together.
What are you working on, Don?
Right.
Ooh, that looks good, Jared. Oh, wow.
Plus, it'll have this here.
That looks sweet.
Still working on the old Mandarin robe.
That's for your collection, right?
Maybe.
Mandarin.
Maybe. I tend to hate my shit and get rid of it. Although I noticed I had like 4 or 5 that I had made still sitting on my shelf. That's mainly because I don't have any other option. Word.
There's a question for you in the comments there, Don.
What you got?
Do you take commissions on soft goods?
I do. I was just talking to a guy before I jumped on here.
Sector 2813 is asking, and I guess your information is in the
Description down below.
yeah.
Don.Sawyer on Instagram.
Yeah, reach out to him there.
Come on, down. Doo-doo-doo.
If it works.
Name withheld. Anyone else thought that the head of the Python Patrol Crimson Guard
I
would
smoke
be
cigars. What?
good for a Saber Rider custom?
I'm not sure about Saber Rider. I'm not. I know the Python. I know the Python Patrol. But I'm not sure about the Saber Rider.
Yeah. Oh. Sector 2815 says, excellent, thank you. I have a couple of Marvel Select figures. They need help. So I guess you'll be hearing from him, Don.
Good. Very nice. I appreciate your confidence in my ability. Get back on the wagon of producing stuff so I can post stuff to Instagram, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't posted in a little while. I've been working on stuff, but it's not been taking pictures. Work's been so hectic here lately, so I haven't had time to do any of the videos. I like it.
Hey.
Here we go.
That's badass, man.
Need to touch up the chin piece a little bit. I like it.
Does look very neat.
There you go. A little more even.
I'll be right back.
After these messages.
Womp womp.
Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Much better.
Did I use all of my paper towel?
Maybe.
That don't sound right. That can't be right. Is that a cotton ball? Oh, stay with me, big boy. Stay with me. My old LT in Goshen was a big Die Hard as a Christmas movie guy.
Oh yeah.
And to this day, I get messages from him telling me about how it's a Christmas movie. I'm like, bro, you're right. Stop.
Yeah, when you mess with green stuff, I definitely recommend Sculpting Vaseline. It is super sticky.
Okay.
Sticks to your sculpting tools and
Is that what you want?
no. There we go. Get the get the glasses off and hold still. Touched up the come on, focus. Focus. Autofocus. There it is.
A little bit better every time.
I'll do top of the head later. I don't want to keep adding to it. When we start sticking my fingers in it, if I keep working on it.
Harker's favorite stuff in all the world.
What's that?
Spray stuff.
Hey, Double D, I heard it was like chewing gum. Is that the green stuff?
Oh yeah. That's why you need Sculpting Vaseline.
Amazing sculpting work.
This kind of stuff, green stuff, and Procreate is great. It's easy to sculpt with if you got the Sculpting Vaseline.
Would you recommend against using water for those?
With green stuff and sculpting Procreate,
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried water. I've seen people use water, but I've never tried it. So try and get a picture of the front. So I'm sitting mad and it keeps the earpiece keeps falling off.
I'm gonna start seeing you turn like that girl in the Pegco commercial or the video there. Sector 2813 says you made it look easy. It's so difficult.
Oh, I'll practice. I was horrible when I started. And I'm touch up. Quick little touch up, and then I'm setting this to the side, not touching the sculpt anymore tonight. Or I want to mess it up. while he's gone. I was in up on the forehead part. I'll add some more sculpt there after this sets.
Yeah.
I go ahead and start putting my fingers in it if I keep messing with it.
Chasing the error, right?
Well, I just keep more and more details I put on it, though. My fat fingers are going to be squishing it.
And then sometimes too much is overkill.
Oh, yeah.
I think it looks fantastic the way it is.
Overkill. The Spawn villain?
Well, that's what the figure is based on. The body I'm using.
I should have said no pun intended.
The pun is always intended.
Yeah.
The fun is in the pun.
It's so punny.
I'm going to go rinse my hands off, get the Vaseline off my hands, and do some more paint.
Do some more paint. Give me a stick.
What else you got lined up, Don?
Like I said, I don't have anything right now. Other than the old jacket and this robe. Not living the spicy life.
Oh.
Whoa, bro. I got no.
Did he step on the glue?
No, I don't know how. They're all high as fuck tonight because mother-in-law brought a all-natural
catnip.
Catnip, yeah.
I thought his foot
It's the
went right
first
on
time they've ever been around it.
Wow. It almost looked like his foot went right on the glue spot. Hey, kitty.
Bro.
Later, taters. Oh, have a good one, buddy.
Have a good one. Hang solo.
You're still the bit. Damn it, both of them are in here.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
You look dope as fuck, bro. You all right? You gonna make it?
No, let's not do the blue yet. Let's do some blue washes.
Kitty doesn't want to smile for the camera.
He doesn't even care.
Is that the cat actually meowing?
No, that's me.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, holy shit, he does sound like Gary. Just waiting for him to look right into the camera. There he is. So chill, eh?
Like, were you doing something? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's his show. We're just a part of it.
Like, I don't care if you were doing something other, but were you doing anything?
Yeah, were you working on my workstation?
My nap station. I dropped my stick into my glue.
This blue wash works great for Skeletor.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got glue all over my stick.
On a stick.
Thanks, Gary.
Hey, aren't you gonna let that wash dry?
No. You do not let wash dry.
You sure?
Do you even prep your joints, bro?
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I'm very sure. You let wash dry, you're not getting it off very easily.
No, if you let wash dry, you're calling it paint.
Yes. It's thin paint. That's what washes are. You're supposed to you paint it on, wipe off the excess, and be real gentle when you wipe it off because you want to leave it in the recessed areas.
I don't know. How many times have you done wash on the show?
Almost every episode.
Yeah. I could swear I saw you let it dry once. Oh, jeez.
Kids these days.
Oh, did you guys hear about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Masters of the Universe crossover?
Yeah, it's like a Monopoly game.
Oh, okay.
They're Hasbro and Mattel has announced they're going to start doing crossover properties. They're going to start with like board games and stuff, and hopefully it goes into like figures. That'd be great. It'd be cool if we'll get like a crossover figure lines. So I really like that. The Master Universe WWE crossover line, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It's too bad Mattel lost the DC license, or that we could have done got some possibility got an amalgam figures. Marvel DC crossover figures.
Well,
like Dark Claw and Speed Demon and Super Soldier.
Well, you know what? Mattel.
Neither Marvel nor DC owns those figures. Those right.
It have been the legal rights for those characters been licensing rights would have been a mess.
You know, had Mattel listened to I forget the guy's name that you mentioned, the guy from the WWE line.
Yeah, they would have still had the license.
The only way those figures would ever happen is if like McFarlane got Marvel or Hasbro got DC.
Well, they're actually, well, yeah.
It's about the only chance. Or Jack's Pacific gets everything.
There's talks that Mattel and Hasbro could eventually merge.
Well, yeah, that'd be like, wow.
That would be an Uber toy company.
Be a good opportunity to get a 6-inch line of DC figures.
Well, with that Mattel don't have the DC stuff anymore, though.
Yeah, they gave that shit to McFarlane so that he could do his 7-inch nonsense.
Yeah. Warner Brothers didn't want to deal with Mattel anymore.
Discovery.
Well,
that's pre-Discovery.
They were kind of messing up the line. Look at that.
Oh yeah, they dropped the adult collector line. They did that kitty 6-inch line. Try to say it was adult collector line. Total Hero stuff.
Come on, man! Look at that! Look at the TV show, the Arrow and Flash and Supergirl. Those were horrible, man.
Oh yeah, those were horrible figures.
I got them. They're still in package only because I kind of wanted, like.
I bought them just for the Build-A-Figure, the ones that had Build-A-Figures. Then I ended up selling the figures off because they were shit figures.
Yeah, I just wanted them to have, like, I mean,
Oh yeah,
I don't mind movie, TV versions of characters, right?
you couldn't even put the Flash in a running pose.
I don't know, that thing looked ridiculous, and Arrow just looked weird.
Oh yeah, and they must have lost the licensing rights, the likeness rights for Henry Cavill. The Man of Steel figures look like Henry Cavill. They actually look like Henry Cavill. Justice League figures don't look anything like Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Well, I got the Man of Steel ones. They Russell Crowe actually looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Zod looks great, and so does Feora.
She needs a little extra eyeliner. Other than that, she's a great figure.
But I mean, even the Henry Cavill, it looks decent enough.
But it actually does look like Henry Cavill.
It does.
This figure, the head looks nothing like Henry Cavill. The body is exactly the Man of Steel figure, but different head sculpt.
Oh, guys, I gotta get up in the morning.
Why you gotta do a thing like that for?
My son needs me. One day, he'll be able to do that shit by himself.
Well, we can call the stream. We can close up stream for the night.
That day ain't today.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up my wash on the Skeletor parts. I can go on that.
Yeah. All right, Don.
Yeah, pleasure as always. It's good to see you too.
Hey, man.
Thanks for letting me stay.
Likewise.
Hey, I got to do some mailing on Tuesday. Do you want me to go ahead and mail you your stuff, or do you want me to wait for the jacket?
Me?
This jacket.
Oh. Is that?
Well, I mean, yeah, you, but mail it at the right.
Well, you sent the stuff to Jared, right? The pants and all that?
Yeah, he has that, but he doesn't have your jacket.
Oh, okay.
It's not made yet.
No, take your time, man. I'm in no rush.
Well, I can add an extra cape to you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I got your two capes, the Daredevil and that Mace, to send to you, and I'm mailing stuff on Tuesday. So if you want, I can send that stuff to you. It just won't have the jacket in there.
If you already got the box sealed up, just go ahead.
No, I don't have any boxes filled up right now. They're all open.
Well, I was going to say I could add an extra cape to you.
I'll do it. Let me know
if you're willing to accept the mission.
Yeah, I still got plenty of your favorite colors.
I love that red. Like the red and gray cape you made for me before, I ended up using on a Master Universe Classics figure. You can do that more vibrant red and a gray, scaled for a warpath, but make it like the Prime cape instead of the hole around the neck. Just do a triangular style cape like Prime. You know what I mean?
Not clearly. You'd have to.
Well, just the two-tone cape made just like for Prime, but scaled for warpath. But no stripe down the middle, just red inside and gray outside with that really beautiful red you got.
Oh yeah, that's easy. So just like the,
just like the cape I sent you, just smaller with red on the inside and gray on the out. Just scaled down to fit warpath.
This one.
Yep. Just no stripe down the middle, just solid color on the outside and solid gray on the outside and beautiful red on the inside.
Yeah, man, ain't no problem. That's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes worth of work.
Yep, just downscale to fit. That way, the way you did the other one, you had like the neck hole up top, which worked great for my custom here. Undertaker crossover figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, no problem. I'll knock that out for you.
Sweet. It'll go with this. Wrap around the top. Very similar to what you did with the merged Century.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Sweet, sweet.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all on the next one.
All right,
You have a good night, my friend.
All right, good night, good night.
All right. Now we're at right at the 3-hour mark. I think it's about time to call it a night myself.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming out and hang out with us. And I feel like I've made pretty good progress on that Cyborg Hulk, and got the 10 sculpted over on Prime. With those set up, I can sand that and get those ready for paint. He's about ready for getting close to getting the body finished.
Yeah.
I got some dry brushing on the shoulders done. After I do the other side, I need to pick out the veins like I did with the biceps. Clear coat the gauntlets. Maybe put one more coat of gold on them. Get the boots with gold. Then seal this. Wash on the pants. Dry brush on the chest after I mask off the gold. And she'd be good to go. The body would be ready to assemble.
All right. Sector 2018 says, thanks, fellas. Felix Martinez says, later. And Double D&E says, have a good night.
All right, my friends.
Good night, everyone.
You have a good night. We'll see you again this Thursday. We'll catch y'all next time. Remember to do all that wonderful YouTube stuff to help us get picked up by the algorithm. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time.